Hey everybody! Watch Steve drink some liquid of some sort from a can. And
Pepsi Max?
it's Pepsi Max. Oh no, no sponsors, please. Not
Oh no,
sponsored.
no, it's not sponsored. It fuels my life, but it's not our sponsor.
I've been listening to an advert on Spotify because I don't pay for Spotify, and it keeps coming up, coming like Pepsi Max. 70% of the population drinks Pepsi Max over Coca-Cola, so it's a no-brainer. Also, it's the same kind of advert. It goes like, "Oh, what do you want for eat?" And they go, "How about a pizza?" No, do better. How about
Do
this?
better.
Do better. How about this? Do better. And then it turns out, by doing better, you got to include a Pepsi Max with it.
I see. Fair
That
enough.
was all it was. Is like, so it didn't really matter about the food. It was about the drink. No. Anyway, no.
To 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 just to point out, right?
Oh,
What
oh,
I should suggest, uh, this is not an advert, but
mhm.
you could get music and no adverts on YouTube for a subscription fee. That's the same as a subscription fee to Spotify.
I I could do that.
It's so worth it, Colin.
Uh,
It's so
uh,
worth it.
no, no, you're playing into the hands of the big corporations,
No,
man.
I'm really not because I'm going to drink Pepsi Max anyway, and I don't want to hear about it.
I don't drink Pepsi Max,
I
and
know,
I
and
don't
yet you're going to
listen
hear
to it.
about it. You're going to
So
continue to hear about Pepsi Max and how it's important to add it to every order. Because if you don't add it to every order, it's not good enough.
it's
Do
not good enough.
better.
Do better.
Yep, do better. Have more
That's
Pepsi Max.
well, at least that advert is actually audible. There's some podcast advert on it. It's like, oh, we're a bunch of people. We're doing podcasts, and they go rah, 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 rah. And then it's like, what did you just say? You literally didn't make any words out of this. I mean, I'm not saying we're much better,
I was going to say it's sort of like this podcast, right?
but at the same time, like it's like, nah. And it's
Yeah.
just like, Jesus, man. It's like they just had like a stroke or something.
Oh dear.
It
That's
was
no use. It's a
it was
terrible time to record.
yeah, that was both of them. There was two people, and
Oh
simultaneously,
man.
and they say something, and I just don't get it. I don't know. It's maybe it's the accent of like East Londoners or West
Oh,
Londoners.
I I work with people from different areas of Britain and the world,
Hmm.
and I have discovered that it certainly makes my it helps my ability to understand people by working with them regularly because there are certain accents I struggle with.
Oh, it's yeah. Everyone struggles with accents. You always
What?
get us Brits and probably Americans complaining about the Indian call centers.
Yeah,
I don't understand you, but they're not saying
that's
anything.
true. To be fair, uh, like I'm from the west coast of Scotland, and that accent is impenetrable sometimes. So
Oh well, it's the most famous Scottish accent. That's the accent
is
everyone
it
will think. Oh,
the Glaswegian?
yeah, yeah.
Do you not think the most famous one is the sort of Edinburgh?
No, no.
No.
I always put West Coast there. West
The
Coast, the
thing
one
about
like
the West Coast accent is like there's that old Simpsons joke about how Russian just sounds like people are really angry no matter what they say, no matter how kind what it is they're trying to say.
uh,
That is the Glaswegian accent. Is like everyone sounds, as you would say, pure raging
yeah,
all the
pure
time,
Asian. Yeah.
even though they might be trying to say something nice.
Hmm. Um. Well, I suppose it's better than the Dundonian accent,
It's rough. It's real
where
rough.
where they sound like what I was talking about. They just like absorb all words into a sentence.
Well, and it all ends in air.
Eh, I know,
Well,
eh.
the my I always the one of the West Coast I always enjoy is that every question ends with the word "but."
Every,
So,
yeah,
like, Yeah. Well, like so, the good example of this that my family liked to use because it's funny was when we went to like a McDonald's drive-through in Glasgow, and we were ordering, and the guy goes, "Aye, but what do you want with your meal bot?" And it was like, I know exactly what you mean, but also that is a completely superfluous word.
Yeah.
That is surplus to requirement, sir.
Uh, I mean, there's many accents in Scotland. I mean,
Oh,
you go up to
not all of them
Aberdeen and
good.
it's fit like.
Oh, Aberdeen's a tough one. I have a friend who is from that kind of area.
Hmm.
He's from Fraserburgh, the
Oh,
Broch.
he's the
So,
drug
like
capital of
I kind
Scotland.
of
Or is that like is that
I think it is the heroin capital of Scotland. You might not be wrong. Certainly the heroin death capital of Scotland.
it's it's up. It's that one or the next one up or the next one along. You got Fraserburgh
I mean,
and you got
to be
some other
fair, there's
port.
not really a lot to do in the northeast of Scotland, so
What?
heroin's like, I
Not not
guess,
not in that area. That's a fishing port, and that's why
yeah. That's
that's
why
why
the drugs.
that's why the drugs.
Is that where I'm sure that serial killer, that Scottish serial killer, is from that area.
All right.
The one that David Tennant played.
Hmm. Not sure.
I'm sure of it.
I
Dennis Nilsson.
yeah.
I always thought he was. Is he not from Fraser? Yeah, he was born in Fraserburgh.
Oh, it explains a lot then. I
Yeah,
mean, I've never actually been there. I've been close.
I
Like,
don't think I've been there either. I think I've also been close.
because you kind of don't need to go there if you're going to go north in Scotland.
I imagine that's on the roads that like the on the way into Fraserburgh. It's like Fraserburgh. You don't need to go there.
Yeah, it's not. So essentially, the main road in Scotland is basically count on the west coast to Glasgow. That's how you get. That's the main road in, really.
Yeah, the,
You do have like the
the
M1,
M8,
the M
the
73,
M6, the
the
M73, the M74. The
yeah,
M6 takes you up onto the
four,
M73,
four,
M74 onto Carlisle,
hmm and then
on from Carlisle.
the M73 loops bypasses Glasgow, so you don't need to go to Glasgow to come out
Yeah,
up
and you
onto
can
the
junction onto M74, and
M9,
then further onto the M9 or the
80.
M8.
Is it M80
M80,
there?
sorry.
M8 there,
Yeah,
and then it's the M9 slash A9 up to
yeah.
Perth, and
Not
then
many
you
M roads in Scotland.
no, they're all kind of south. You got the
Yeah.
M90 as well, just
Yeah.
and that takes you down to Edinburgh. But anyway, so you kind of hit Perth, and that's when all the major roads kind of divide, and one goes straight to Inverness, or the one goes to Aberdeen via Dundee, and then it kind of loops back on itself, back up onto the north. So you kind of cut out the corner where Fraserburgh is. There you go. But that's still not like half of Scotland. That's still just
No.
like a bit
That's just the
north.
half of Scotland that has roads.
Oh, there's roads up to
Then you've
Thurso
got,
and Wick.
yeah, oh well, I mean, I was speaking more directly of the West, where, where roads get a bit funny.
Oh, I mean, anything past Inverness is the roads are getting better, but they're getting funny.
They are, but once you're heading out to like Ullapool and out that way,
Yeah,
Campbellton, it gets a bit
yeah.
sketchy.
That's the top part. That's the wee head you see of the mainland when you look at the
Yeah,
picture.
that's
Fraserburgh's on
the
the
fun
nose.
driving bit.
It's on the nose
Yeah.
of the mainland Britain. If you look at
So
it like a face.
that's basically your driving knowledge now of Britain. If you've never been to Britain and Scotland, then you now know all the roads. You now know where heroin comes from, mostly.
Where you get your
Probably
kicks.
probably by boat because the roads are not great to
Oh,
Fraserburgh.
oh, it's 100% imported there. That's where it lands. Oh, what was the Peterhead?
Oh no.
Peterhead's the other one I'm thinking
Oh
of.
yeah, that's for. Oh wait, maybe it's not. No,
That's
wait, it's Bathgate, Scotland.
yeah, but I'm sure that's near Glasgow.
Yeah, for some reason in my head I thought that Lewis Capaldi was from Peterhead, but I think he's from Bathgate.
Wow, that that is it's not. They don't even sound the same.
No, no,
I mean, are you
it's
just
just
mixing
a
the?
weird.
Like,
Yes, like
is it?
absolutely,
His name's Peter, right?
Lewis.
Liz Capaldi.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So
uh,
Frisbee and Peterhead are kind of close together in my head.
yeah.
Um, fun knowledge.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. Oh yeah. So Dindonian. Let's go back to the language. Dindonian.
Okay.
The the best story I heard was my mate was in a baker's of some sort or a butcher's of some sort,
Uh-huh.
getting a pear,
Okay.
which is pie.
Just yeah. To translate, that's a pie.
Uh, and then one of the locals was in front of them, and he was there with I think it was a guy who came out from England, studied in the university, and the guy goes,
Uh-huh.
"Can I get a pear?" And then England on, oh, I mean, I'm going to murder
And
this.
all.
And then oh, and then
Yeah, yeah.
the guy was like, "What did he just say?" And so my mate was, he's actually isn't from Dundee, but understood it enough that he translated. Yeah, he ordered a pie, and then onion as well.
Onion one also.
And onion
Yeah.
one also, yeah.
I
I
have
was,
very regular conversations with people at my work about the slang that I use because I don't realize I'm doing it. And one of them lately was the use of the use of the phrase "diluting juice."
oh yeah, yeah,
They were
diluting
like, "That
juice
what's that?" And I was like, like the fruit juice you mix with the water, and they're like, "Oh, squash." And I'm like, "No, diluting juice
because you
because it's
dilute it.
juice you dilute." Yeah, like I mean, it couldn't be clearer, right?
It comes from the concentrate.
It was so funny because I was just like, I mean, yeah, isn't it like squash though? And I'm like, I mean, yes, but I would never call it that. They're like, what about
No,
cordial? And it's like, that's exclusive for certain juices.
yeah, because I was going to
Like
say, isn't cardio just another term for that?
it's it's just diluting juice. But I think you would probably refer to it as a cordial if it was going in an alcoholic drink.
No, no. Maybe I don't know. My sister-in-law certainly refers to it as cardio,
Man,
but
where's your
it's
sister-in-law from?
Germany.
Okay, so that yeah, I was gonna say I thought that because she's not from Scotland, so
She no, she's
yeah.
not. Not from
I,
not from the land of Britain.
I was recently on a train and listening to and my headphones had run out of battery and I was having to listen to a rather posh Glaswegian and an Australian guy chatting in the seats behind me, and it would sound a little bit like I'm eavesdropping, but I wasn't because they were just really fucking loud.
Oh,
The
one of
whole
those.
train could hear them.
Yeah,
And the
you're
Australian
like
guy was
at the bottom of the
berating.
carriages.
Oh, holy shit! He was just berating this Glaswegian guy about how British people eat poorly, and it's like, oh, you drink so much sugar and things. It's like, and you drink so much alcohol. It's like, why can't I get a White Claw? And I'm like, fuck off. Just fuck off. Like, you don't like it, just shut up. Like, I don't need to hear this. Nobody needs to hear this. And then the guy from Glasgow talked about cordial, and I was like, excuse me, sir. That I like. I don't know what a posh Glaswegian would normally say, but I was like, I almost turned around and was like, "Do you mean diluting juice? This is ridiculous. I won't stand for this."
Where's my bottle of ginger?
Yeah, my bottle of ginger, my tin of juice,
You tin of juice.
my tin of brew.
You tinny.
Where is it?
Yeah.
I swear, it was diabolical. Very frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, shall we get on with it?
Yeah, I was just going to say two quick things. Uh, One, I finished watching Tengoku Daimakyo, which is Heavenly Delusion.
Oh yeah, that thing. I saw what's his name was
It,
talking about it.
Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched his thing about it, and I immediately was like, "Oh, I wonder what that's on." Turns out it's on Disney Plus. So I watched all that. It's fantastic, like really great. So big recommend. Um, and the other thing is, I'm starting my rewatch of Attack on Titan in preparation for the final
Oh,
episodes coming
it's
soon, sometime.
all final episodes.
They're coming, Colin. I promise.
All final episodes.
they've only
It's,
they've only split the final season into three. Like they can't do it more.
oh, yeah, they can.
I mean, they can. I really hope they don't.
They
Uh,
can.
but
So can.
I, but the kind of interesting part to that is my wife is watching it with me. I'm like, and I was like, we should watch this. She's like, all right, okay, I'll
Uh-huh.
watch it. So we're on episode 8 or 9 so far.
Uh-huh. How is she taking it?
She has not refused to watch it. Uh,
What? That's
so
I suppose that's
no,
the
like that's the takeaway is she would have just absolutely said, I don't want to watch this if she didn't like it. So she
she
does
could
struggle with the violence though sometimes because it can be can be rather violent.
well the show that literally sees people getting eaten in half by big mutated humans.
That's the one. And the thing is that I know that the first season has a lot of stuff in it that's like, oh, that's pretty rough.
Mhm.
But the third season, oh boy, the third season is where some shit happens. So I kind of can't wait to see her reaction to that.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll keep you posted. That's the thing that's happening. So
Steve is mentally torturing his wife by making her watch.
no, hey, I had to watch 6 seasons of Teen Wolf. I think this is the least she can do.
Oh, I never watched the series. Oh, I never watched the movie, and that wasn't really that good after either.
Uh,
But it was pretty
I mean, they're
cool
nothing to do
when
with
I
each
was like
other, sadly.
9. Oh, what?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's more like Twilight, the TV show, if it were more about werewolves.
yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
Hmm.
it's fine. It's quite funny. Characters are good. Has the typical thing that TV shows that run for 6 seasons have, which is a season or two that are like, oh man, oh this has fallen really far,
And then it
and then it
totally
sort of
dies.
picks up towards well, it picks up towards the end again as they finish it. So yeah, it was all right.
Oh, all right. Anyway,
Just need to watch the movie.
yeah. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Who's That Anime. We're talking about Angelic Layer this week. Still,
We are, yeah.
yeah.
We
Not
had
not
a
not
week,
about not
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 about Dundee or
or
Scotland
or Scotland
or other
or anything
stuff.
like that. Yeah.
No, but yeah, we had a week off due to me being pretty exhausted from having to travel for work. But we're back now, and we're going to be talking about episodes 18, 19, and 20 today, starting with episode 18. Many strong opponents! Exclamation point. The national games of everyone's dreams.
It's certainly the national games of my dreams.
They sure are.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
this is
It's
yeah.
so serious.
We should probably like point out the last episode was basically the one uh, where they identified the fact that oh yeah, like we've changed up the sport entirely. It's very different at this national level. Instead of just playing one round, it's 3 rounds, and instead of like you doing it yourself, you're going to have like a second person who's there helping you out, the person in the chair,
Mhm.
type thing. And Misaki has chosen Hatoko
Yeah,
as her second.
yeah,
So they're going to enter the nationals as a double act and
yeah.
maybe get a chance to fight her mum, but maybe she doesn't know it's her mum.
She doesn't know
Probably
it's her
doesn't know
mum
it's her
yet.
mum.
No, not yet. Because we'll find
No.
out
Oh
in the next
god.
episode. Was it? All right. Let's start off. The episode
Yeah.
starts off with Shu, Saki's mum, doing
Yeah.
ballet dances in the dark.
Yep.
Uh, her assistant, our best friend, uh, essentially comes in and goes, "You should be going. You can't. You should be doing this anymore. Time to go home." And then she turns that around and is like, "Isn't it your son's birthday?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, you should go home and see him." "Oh, but he's sleeping now." "No, you should just do that." And then they both look at each other, and like she just gave motherly advice to someone else who's
Yeah,
she
you,
can.
you you love to see it. It's like, hey, so I'm a horrible mother. Let me tell you how to avoid also being a horrible mother.
Yeah, yeah. And then she does go home, and then it's roll intro,
Yep.
and
Dun,
then
dun, dun, dun.
you getting into it now.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Colin. I watched these, and then I rewatched them
Hmm.
closer to the time at 2 times speed.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's it for me. That intro goes.
So
It just goes.
yeah, better, faster than too slow.
Uh, yeah, I think there's a certain manic energy to it at 2 times speed.
It's a this, this whole show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
uh,
That
so
much is true.
yeah, so they do that, and then it cuts to them going into the stadium,
Hmm.
um, and I think they get a report before anything actually starts happening. It's like Shu hasn't appeared in her dressing room and stuff like that.
She's not
Oh,
arrived.
yeah. And then Misaki's like waiting to go to be taken to the stage, waiting for Hatoko and what's her name? Hikaru and what's her name is in the crowd, and what's her name? Fuck. Tomboy girl.
Yep. I'm gonna find it because I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Uh,
She essentially
Tamayo.
Tamio.
Yep.
She basically is got made puppets of Misaki and Oju-san for some reason, and
It is kind of
explaining,
incredible.
yeah, explaining the how Kataro is kind of like no match for Oju-san, as he'll just like guide her through the tunnel because she'll be like,
He
"Oh
says, "Oh
no,
yes, yeah, I'll show you all."
yeah,
It's kind of like, woo.
yeah, yeah,
The puppets are pretty great. I do also think the comedic timing of there being just the puppet of Misaki at first
yeah,
talking away is really funny, but then the addition of the Ojiro one is
yeah,
just very very funny. It's already funny, and then it
yeah."
becomes funnier.
Yeah, it was good. It's good. Just to make him worry a bit more. Um,
Well, remember that Tamayo is secretly in love with him anyway,
yeah,
so she'll do anything to twist the knife in when it comes to his other interests in females.
it seems that way. But I'm just wondering if it's this episode where she kind of looks at him, or is it next episode? Might be
I
next
think it might be
episode.
next episode, but
Yeah,
yeah, the kind of sad look of oh.
yeah, or the last episode.
It's one of these three. They all sort of blend together because not much happens in any of them.
Yet we can make it last for an hour and a half.
Well, that's because for 20 minutes we've talked about something that's not the anime. So
Yeah, that is true. We talked about Scotland. Oh yeah, Scotland. Anyway,
yeah,
so uh, and then Oshiro-sama does help Misaki find her way through the tunnel in the
yep,
exact way that she describes,
yep.
pretty much. And it gets,
Quite worryingly so. Yeah.
yeah, Hod-chan is there, and then they all get introduced, and there's a big
Oh
panic
wait,
in
no,
the
no, no.
control
You
room.
forgot the bit where he makes her lick her wrist.
Oh yeah, should we try that? And
He's-
then,
Yeah, all right.
Mine smells of chlorine.
You're not supposed to drink pool water.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't drink, but I've been bathing in it, haven't I? Because I was swimming
Yeah, that's
today.
true. Mine smells of saccharin or some sort of artificial sweetener.
Sounds like you drink too much artificial sweeteners.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Definitely not the 16 that it maybe takes you to to get cancer.
yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. Well, you need to drink. I think it's 16 a day to uh maybe get cancer.
It's like everything. But they got a cure
Yes.
for
If
that
you
now. A pill.
not drinking. Oh, yeah. That's not just all cancer though, right? That's like specific forms.
Probably specific forms, but yeah, it's kind of weird.
Still pretty cool though.
Yeah, if it works fully, so it'll be good. Um. Anyway, so yeah, meets
They're
Hatoko,
out getting introduced now.
and the control room's all kind of panicking. It's like, where is she? She's not in the room. And then sister gets word of it. Well, it's like, oh, sis. Uh, and then they do the thing, and then we're going to start with Misaki, the miracle Ricky. She can get on stage, and she's like, "What? I have no idea at all anything that's happening in this." She hasn't been briefed in any aspect of this performance, which
Nope, she's just there.
I would assume that you would brief your candidate to do these things.
Probably should. No one has bothered to do that.
Not at least
So
not the miracle Ricky,
no,
because everyone else got in
no.
just fine and just like, ah, yeah, this is what you do. So she gets in her contraption, throws her angel into the ring, and then everyone else does it. Sai's there well with mental lady Blanche.
Uh, oh yeah, yeah. She's the second of that really angry one
Yeah.
who is somehow at this competition despite having lost.
Oh, because second place can get in to the competition. Though I'm pretty sure it
But
just say only one person would go through.
it did, it did. Yeah, I wanted to be. I wanted to have this conversation with you because that sure does like put a massive damper on the stakes of the previous 17 episodes.
Yeah, well, that's how it happens. So then they all kind of stand and they introduce the Jew the angels.
Yeah,
Uh,
the deuces, the deuces.
yep. And then all of a sudden, from above comes the white angel. Dum dum dum.
Everyone's loving it. Crowd's going nuts.
Yeah, crowd goes nuts. And they go finally know her name's Athena and
Yep.
her just is Shu, but she's far enough away that Misaki can't recognize, even though there's a big TV image of her.
Yep.
It's her
Looking at
mother.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Is it? This is where we go straight to the first battle, don't we? With angry, angry girl.
Um, yeah. So they leave there. And Shu kind of appears at the control room, and her friend is like, how long did you stay up practicing last night? Oh, I just got done right now. It's like the fuck you can't be doing this shit. And she just
This
basically
like you need
berates her.
boundaries.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need boundaries. Like you're a horrible parent. You
yeah,
can't even look after yourself. Get your
yeah,
shit together.
yeah, yeah. So she basically berates her and then gets her changed into some pajamas because she's needing to sleep before her match, which is the second one. And
Yes.
oh, um, Ichi San is to look after her because no one else is trusted.
Yeah, she's got her like stuffed dolphin thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's got a
Sure.
stuffed dolphin. And then it goes into the first match against Sai
Yeah.
and some angel with like a beanie over her eyes.
So the first couple of of unknown angels have like one of them has a a beanie, a purple beanie with one eye, and the
Mhm.
next one has a beanie with two eyes and rabbit ears.
Oh yeah, that I like
But
that point.
the common thread is though is it's basically a hat that covers most of their face.
Yeah, it says she's drawn here. It says on
I
animation.
mean, that is true.
So
That
the
is
ears
true.
do flop, but then that's probably
They
easier to
do.
animate than not. So yeah, so Sai is there, and then she's like, "Haha, he can't touch me. You're in the trees because it's a forest, a foggy forest scenario that they're in."
Yep.
And then Sai's like, "Right, well, I can punch you down." And it's like, "No, you can't, because I got wings now, bitch." And then starts like swooping down like a fucking seagull on you all.
Yep.
Uh, and then Blanche, just Blanche's person, the second goes, "I got an idea," and then to let Sai get her energy down to half, and then she goes hyper mode, and everyone goes, "Oh, hyper mode! Oh wow,
Again, I
yeah."
love the fact that the person fighting her is like, "What's this?" And it's like, look, look. Uh, it's a really well publicized thing that
Hmm.
she's doing,
Yep.
because it was like a huge deal in the previous match, and presumably, it was only a huge deal in the previous match because Misaki had no clue because she didn't do any research, she didn't do anything. She just kind of fucking turns up,
Yeah.
does stuff.
Miracle Rookie.
But yeah, presumably this hyper mode is something that happens in I don't know every fucking match for this angel,
For the
and
model.
yet yeah, it's like oh fuck, what's happening? Oh I don't know. Oh yeah, hyper mode. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should know how to deal with this by now. But then yeah, hyper mode comes in and she starts like aggressive tree hugging.
Aggressive tree hugging is the word to use, I suppose, because she literally shatters the tree where she hugs. So, rah!
Yep,
And
it's just
then
squeezing trees to death.
she kind of disappears into the fog, and it appears out the behind her, and it
Hmm.
grabs the Lord's face and goes,
By the throat.
"Oh no, I thought it was by the face."
Oh, is it by the? I noticed that there's a lot of face, throat, and neck grabbing in these episodes when it comes to like winning moves.
Really? That's just the only one I can think of.
No, because I think in this one and in the bunny-eared one, I think the bunny-eared one, does they not get, like fucking wrecked like that as well?
No, no, it was is it a Simone suplex or something over the shoulders?
No, it's one where it like jumps up into there and smashes them down into a crater by the face or by the neck.
Oh, she might do that as like at one point, but
Oh, I thought that was the victory.
no, the
You're thinking
victory.
actually no, the Samoan throw is the one where it's the next one where she throws her off the mountain.
Yeah, that is the next match.
Is I think the bunny
That's
one's
the
next because that's is that the
yeah,
bunny one?
that's the
Oh
bunny one.
shit! Who's the one that gets fucking crushed,
Uh,
smashed into the ground?
oh, it was this one right now. She just grabs her by the face and just like
Oh,
lobs it into
like
the ground, and it
yeah, 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 yeah.
cracks the ground, and that's it. It's just like
It's
she
fucking
counts,
nuts.
sneaks up from behind, and it's like, where is she? I can't see her. And then she just like goes, ha! Grabs her face, like taps her on the shoulder and grabs her face,
Yeah,
and then just like pummels it into the ground, and it's a big crater.
just waiting for Nani
Nani?
smash. Just yeah, instant death.
Or nah, as
It,
Misaki would do.
it is the most violent of deaths we've had so far for any angel, I think.
So far, I mean, the next one,
Except for the drowning, that was straight up murked.
oh yeah, the drowning,
That was,
yeah,
that was real rough, real rough.
that's pretty bad. And then
Yeah,
that's the end of that.
and then we go into the next fight.
Yeah, but I think the next fight is in the next episode, isn't it?
Is it? Shit. Oh, maybe you're
No,
right.
no, it can't be. No,
No, the
I think
second
you're right.
episode is
It's a pirate
is
ship.
more.
It's
Yeah,
Jurassic Park. It's Jurassic Park.
It is. Okay. So yeah, in this episode, yeah, then it jumps to the next fight, and this is the one where it's the angel is basically it's Sai, isn't it? Again?
No,
No,
no.
no, no,
This is
no.
the next fight is the mother Athena. She
It's
gets to
Athena.
fight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, because she's basically she's basically so powerful that the other angel's like, I'm gonna punch her. I'm gonna punch her. And she just keeps like punching. And she's like, no, no. She's Gokuing out the way of every punch and move, and she just keeps walking towards her, and she's just like, uh, and like
Yeah,
slowly backing up a mountain. Like makes
yeah,
her go up a mountain.
yeah. Mount Fuji or something.
Ah, so
But
good.
it's good. So the start of that this fight is essentially so the mum goes right. I'm going to show Misaki exactly how good I am at this and show my powers, but not tell her that it's me.
No,
She's going to know that I'm the best. And then everyone else is actually like, because the other thing we should mention is at the end of the last fight, Sai's all pointed to the champion seat in a mark of respect because they all worship her. And it just turns out that Angelic Layer is some form of fucking cult.
the thing is, though,
It's a
right,
cult.
is that it doesn't look like she's doing it as a mark of respect. It looks like she's pointing up to her, going, "I am fucking coming for you."
Yeah, that's what I thought, but like the
Yeah.
apparently it's meant to translate as a mark of respect of like
No, that does. I'm here to tell them it does not. Like you are imposing a worldview onto that gesture that makes no sense. Like that site is threatening her.
yeah. Was yeah, it's kind of that or I don't know, maybe it's like the old kind of gladiator type thing of like gladiators beating up the prisoners in the Colosseum and then pointing to the emperor going, "Hey emperor,
Oh,
this is for you." Yeah, type thing. Anyway,
yeah, fair enough.
it's a cult. Anyway, it's a cult. They all somehow worship Shu because she's somehow great.
Somehow,
Just because she's really good. Anyway, her fight I really liked. It was actually really pretty good. It was
yeah,
really cheery in the music format. It's like usually when you get like these things, it's like you get really like gritty music to go with like the dominance overpoweredness of like the big boss because that's what
yeah,
who she is, the big boss battle, and it's like it's really cheery. She does like some cartwheels and dances away from all the dodges of like the rabbit ear Deuce
yeah,
angel, and and they're like at a lakeside with a big mountain in the background, and then she jumps into the water and lightly lands on the branch. It's sticking out the water, and you can see the vibrations of the water and stuff. And then she's like, "Well, watch this, Misaki. I'm getting serious now." And then she just like appears out a big splash. Like there's this, she's like a good distance away from the edge of the water, and then there's this instantaneous like splash in the like tidal wave or something in the air, and then she just walks through it, and
yes, that's right.
then
That's very
the
cool.
and the other just is just like going oh, and then she's just trying to hit, and this is where she's just kind of like phasing out, phasing the
Yep,
punches through her from what
cannot be hit.
cannot be hit, and then yeah, she just basically forces it up a hill at this point.
Yep, cool.
And then she's like, "Well, here we go, big finisher here," and grabs the other angel, and then
Jumps into the air.
yeah, and sticks her over the back of her shoulders, like in the proper uh like headlock.
Yep.
I don't even know how I could do that.
It's
I
like
just need to be flexible.
I don't even know how you would say it, but yeah, basically like just like a fireman's carry type thing. You've got her in.
Oh, oh no, it was both sides. Palmer carry would be like on one shoulder. I can't remember what you call it.
Like,
It's big.
I've always heard it as a fireman's carry in wrestling. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, maybe. But normally the fireman's carry to me would just be over one
Yeah, just
shoulder.
over one shoulder. Yeah,
Yeah, so you have more movement. But yeah, it's like the kind of ones you go up there and then you kind of like flump them to the side. But she kind of just like launches them up and then full fully just goes. "Vroom."
yeah. It's a fireman's carry in wrestling.
Oh, is it? Well, fireman's carry it then.
She just
And she just lands with her still on her shoulders. I mean, she jumps like probably the same distance into the air how tall the mountain is in the
yeah,
thing, and then just lands on it, and then just like goes brrr, that's her down, and then just kind of lets her go easily as she rolls down the mountainside.
yeah.
All the time
It's
when
pretty cool.
whenever she did like a big move like that and stuff, her eyes glowed red like a menacing golem.
Her murder eyes.
Yeah, and then does it cut? Or is that the start of the next episode? It might be the start of the next episode.
There's a
I
bit in this where we go to, presumably a theme park.
Is it this one? Oh, it's not the start of the
I
next
think
one.
this. No, I think that's how this one ends with.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Hatoko and Misaki, uh, like on one of those rides that takes you up in a thing, and they're like, "Come on, we're gonna win this tournament. We're gonna do the stuff. Everything's gonna be awesome." And then it just drops, and they're like, "Ah."
Yeah. Without any safety measures, they're not strapped in
Yeah,
or
no,
anything.
no, no,
It's
they're all good. They're fine.
all this. There's a wee roof so you don't fly out of it.
Yep.
Uh,
Don't worry about
anyway,
it. Don't worry about it.
yeah. So anyway, it's yeah, and Zaki's telling her that how she got into Angelic Layer because she saw the White Angel. She had to go and
Hmm.
buy an angel right at that point. Um, and the episode,
Yeah,
yeah,
this is a good one. I
yeah.
think.
I like it. I think it's good. I think, to be honest, I think it's ramping up for me in the
Yeah.
episodes.
I'm
Just
about a 7 on this one, like a confident 7.
yeah, I
It feels like it's going somewhere.
I like 8 because
Yeah.
like I say, I've always kind of liked the fights in this anime, and
Hmm.
it's good. It's like I said, the white Athena battle. It's it's good. It just kind of showed you how menacing she's going to be.
Hmm.
I like how Sai is just some fucking mental raging woman, essentially.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good. Um, yeah, wasn't much about the story. Still, you found out a bit more about the mum's character.
Or a bit the deadbeat mom.
Yeah, deadbeat mum. Is there? Are they not out? Does she not have like conversation with Ichan in this one? How he says like, or is that the next one? That might be the next one. No, the next
So
one
there's the next one where
because
they're outside. They're sitting outside. This is the one where they have the
uh,
conversation while she's in the chair being wheeled away.
yeah, the next one is the romantic one.
Yeah.
It's all about romance, man.
Yeah.
It's all about romance. Anyway, yeah. So 8. I'm going to say an 8 for that. I loved it. It was good. Got the
Nice.
got the got my seal of approval.
Yep. Getting up there. Cool. Well, moving on to episode 19. System down. Decisive fight on a ship in a storm.
Jurassic Park. The anime.
Oh God.
It is.
Nobody needs that.
It
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
100% Jurassic Park the anime. It's just like mental. Um, yeah. So this was the one they're outside because this is when the storm comes in. So
Yeah.
let's set some ground rules first, though. So the start of the anime, start of the episode. There's this Juice trying to put some boots on to her angel, and some dude comes over and goes, "Oh, this is how you do it. You got to use both fingers, otherwise you'll damage the boot."
Yeah. So
And
you
she's
gotta
like,
you gotta push them both up at the same time. You see.
"Yeah," and they they have like a good conversation and stuff like that, and setting the mood for the romantic episode this afternoon. And then he says, "Oh yeah, and I brought my sister here because she wanted to see Misaki because she's small and cute type thing." And then this just
This is such
gets
a cruel episode.
just gets 100% like knickers and twists because she then stands up and goes, "Okay," and goes, "Whoa, wow, you're pretty tall."
To be fair, that guy's been a bit of a dick.
I mean, I don't think he meant it in a bad way.
Well, to be fair, one of his comments like, "Oh, you're the complete," because he's just gone on a big rant about how Misaki is like really short, small, and cute,
Mhm,
and and lovable.
mhm.
And then she stands up and she's like, "Phew." And then he's like, "Oh, you're really tall. You're the opposite of her." It's like, ah, ah,
Yeah,
cruel.
yeah, he could have worded it better
He definitely could have.
because I don't think his true feelings was mentioned in those statements.
No, no, it was not. But
Yeah.
still, he should learn to speak better.
Uh, that's all I'll say. Yeah, so he says that, and then he goes to speak to Misaki and Hatoko, and it's like, "Oh yeah, you're," and then this just gets her knickers in a twist over the thing. Like, so easy being small and cute all the time. You don't know the hardships of being tall, and they're like, "What?"
He goes in a full on rage, doesn't she?
She goes full on rape. It reminds me of a thing that happened to my mum and my uncle when they were over in Canada. Oh, it was over this random thing. So they went shopping in one of the convenience stores there, and they didn't have any bags, so they bought some bags. And my uncle goes, here's a souvenir, here's a souvenir," and because it's like you bought these bags, it's like, and mom was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's okay, that's cool," and they kind of had a wee jiggle about it, and then the cashier
Oh,
at the till apparently got her knickers in the twist of like, "What are you laughing at? You laughing at me?"
oh dear.
And they're like, "No, no,
No.
we're just, I'm not, I'm from Scotland, and it's nothing about you. I'm just buying these bags." And it's like,
Oh dear.
I mean, oops. But like, still, it's like, this is what that reminds me of. Anyway, end of that, any of the introduction and into the intro.
Yes.
And
Dun, 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 dun.
I still think
And
that's too slow. I think it should be faster. You're doing it too thick.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Shredding it,
Like
man.
that.
Shredding it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Um,
definitely ruined it.
so I think at this point is Ichan and Shu is out and having a meal,
Uh,
or no, having a romantic conversation. No, that's the next episode. Having a meal, and basically Ichan hesitantly goes like, "Well, do you think after all this, do you think we could live together, me, you, and Misaki?" And Shu was like, "Yeah, of course." And it's like, "Yes, I did it right."
I did it. And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was awkward though, but you did it.
Oh yeah, full of awkwardness. And
Oh yeah.
then it's the wind picks up and blows Shu's hat, and they go, "Oh no, there's a storm coming! Quick, we got to get inside!" Dum dum dum. Ah 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 ah. 100% man. Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Yeah.
anyway, so they go inside and she's off to watch the Misaki's match, hiding away as Ojo watches over. And she's fighting the other juice, the tall juice. Tall juice? That sounds like a drink.
Yeah.
Tall
She's a
juice.
tall. She's a tall juice.
She's a tall juice. Tall angel. And so they're fighting on the ship, pirate ship.
Yep. It's a cool
Uh,
fight. actually.
Yeah. And then Ichiro-san is getting worried that, of the storm, and it hasn't caused any damage. It's like, I don't see how it does, but, well, we'll find out it does. So,
Yeah.
they're on the ship, and she's like, I'm going to destroy you, Misaki, because you're short and cute.
How could you possibly know what it's like to be tall?
Yeah, how do you know my anger? And it's like,
I,
oh,
I like
what?
that internally she's like, like she seems real angry at me. Like it's not easy being small either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's- and then you got Tomio going, Misaki, Misaki, with her arms in the air, getting all real excited. And
Yep.
it reminds me of the boat salesman from Monkey Island. Stan?
Yep.
Crazy Stan?
Um,
I think it's Crazy Stan.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
that.
you're right.
Uh, and then um, and then she kind of stops and looks at Kotaro and has like heartfelt eyes. Yeah. Also, the tall girl gives the evil eyes to the dude that helped her earlier.
Oh
Kind of
yeah,
thing. She's like,
because he called her tall, and the
yeah,
opposite of everything he just so lovingly talked about Misaki about.
yeah, yeah.
Whoops.
So yeah, there's that, and then the fight starts, and Misaki's starting to fight, and finds out that she can't hit her because she's got longer reach than normal. She's not fought anyone with or is that tall, but I think she has. I'm sure there's like someone in like the first tournament she fought had like a big, like strong, wrestly, spiky
I think
woman.
you're right. Episode 3.
Three? I think it was that early.
Oh, maybe not. Sorry, I mean of our podcast.
Oh yeah, episode three or podcast probably did.
I'm just having a look at because I think, oh, maybe not. Maybe it was episode 2 of the podcast. I'm sure I used a picture. Yeah, episode 2 had the big tall one with the green and the sort of walkie-talkie headset type looking thing and the
Yeah,
headband and the long red hair. Like
yeah,
that was
yeah,
kind of a big angel.
yeah. So she should be used to fighting this, but apparently she's not. Um,
Well, it's
I
easy to
suppose.
forget.
Yeah, sure.
It's been
6 months.
a week. Has it been that much? Fuck.
It's summer now,
Oh, okay.
and I went through winter. And these tournaments seem to take like multiple days. Like they don't seem to just be like on one day and you just have all your fights on one day.
Yeah,
Um.
that's fair.
So anyway, yeah. So she's fighting this, and she's like, "Oh, watch out! She's got longer reach, so got to be careful here."
You've never
Uh,
fought anyone like this before? You've fought someone like this before.
totally have. You're not being a very good second, Hatoko.
You can identify this problem immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
I want
Uh,
you.
yeah. So so anyway, she launches up to the rafters of the boat, and so I'm like, all right, I'm coming down to get you. And then that angel kind of got some special move
Hmm.
where she can basically, was it Rev- hexagon reversal? She calls it, and it's basically freezing into a big
Yeah.
gem.
And she goes, "Bwah!" And it,
Yeah,
yeah, forms around her.
yeah.
It's the first time I think we've seen anything quite like that.
Mhm.
Because we've seen like not quite projectiles, but projectiles in one of the angels before, but I don't think we've ever seen any sort of non-physical moves.
Yeah, yeah. They're starting to appear in this one. So in the last fight with the wings against Sai and that,
Uh-huh.
they basically like, they made a mark of, oh, I didn't think wings were illegal. Oh, they're illegal now that we changed up the layer with the with the 3D-ness.
Yeah.
So anyway, this one apparently abuses the the physics within the layer to
Hmm.
basically zone it out. So freezes Hatoko, uh, not Hatoko, Hikaru, and then she just like goes
Yes.
boom into it, and she basically explodes Hikaru. And that ends the round. The first time we actually do a round in this whole competition, it's meant to have 3 rounds.
That is a good point. I don't know that we've seen one of those yet, have we?
No, it all ends in the first round in the other ones.
Oh, jeez.
And then so like, all right, okay, but then they start the second round, and then the storm happens, and the calm seas of the boat um is revealed to be stormy now, and you get all
Yeah,
stormy, and
that's right.
each hand's like, man the decks, people, we got to do this because we can't stop the fight because we need to do this. It's really serious that we do this without stopping the fight and sorting all
We
these
can't
problems out.
stop the fight. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and there's like some inspirational speech to tell them not to. So they're scurrying around in the back trying to resolve the electrical surges
Yeah.
where both Hanako,
This this is where the sexual harassment bit comes in.
I mean, what, the one where both butts touch?
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "Sorry about that. To be fair though, your butt's soft." And she's like, "Holy shit, what's wrong with you? This is absolutely sexual harassment." He's like, "Oh, what did I say that was so bad?" And you're like, "Oh, come on, man."
Yeah, I
Not
suppose.
not the best.
I mean, he didn't grope her. They just accidentally
He
bumped into
didn't.
each other.
Yeah, that's fair. He didn't do that.
I just made a passing comment. There's the next romantic bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Fair.
but then the other bit is like the businessman Haji, I think his name is. I think we'll find that in next episode. He's got to go and down to some place to, and he's got a minute to do it. Jurassic
Hmm.
Park. Samuel L. Jackson's
Yeah.
character. This is where you
Yeah.
don't find the
Hold
arm.
on to your butts.
Yeah.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah. It goes down there and they fix it with like torque wrenches and stuff. It's like, what? What are they doing? I have no
Yeah.
idea how they're resolving these computerized
Like
glitches by doing
it
all the work.
is somewhat arbitrary, shall we say?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird as hell. Um, and then basically, Hikaru starts Tarzaning what's her name to defeat her range aspects. She just basically
Yes.
swashbuckles her way through it by landing a fly kick while like flying through the ropes,
Yep.
um, and such. And she wins by points on that second round.
Yes.
And then this is when the big repair happens because they got to do it between rounds apparently. And they did that. And it's like, hey, great job, guys. And they're like, oh no, what's happening now? Oh, she's using that game breaking move that she has because she manipulates the layer. It's going to break
Yep.
things. And then the ship half disappears underneath her. And Hikaru and the other person saves her. And they have a big talk about, like, you don't know what it's like being tall. Well, I always thought tall would be better than being small because you don't know what it's like being small. And it's like, you know what? The fight isn't about this. You can win. It doesn't matter if you're small, large, tiny, uh, etc., etc. It
It
doesn't
shouldn't
matter here.
matter.
It doesn't matter here. So let's just
No.
do it. And then she's like, "Why did you save me? Because you would have won if you did that." And it's like, "Nope, let's have a good fight." And then Hikaru kind of like pinballs off the masses of the ship and gives her a drop kick. Once everything's repaired, because everything got repaired.
Of course. Yeah, and then she's out the boat
Yeah, and she's out the boat and
for the win.
for the win, drowning again.
Yeah, yeah.
Take the she likes to drown people, man.
She does. There's a lot of drownings.
Is that is that like the ring? Is that what the what's her name from the ring does? Takes you into the well and drowns you.
Sadako. Is it Sadako?
I think it's Sadako, yeah. Because she's sad.
Yeah, Sadako Yamamura.
Yeah.
I have the Ring trilogy on special Blu-ray.
Oh, nice. So
I like
know about the ring,
I like those movies. I think they're very good.
and you watched them
I'm
all.
what I'm old enough to have watched the first one on VHS.
The original Japanese ones.
Yeah, when I was that came out like 97, I think.
Yeah.
Um 98. So I'd have been 12, 13 at the time. And the guy who like worked in the video shop
Mm-hmm.
that started bringing in like tart and cream stuff
Uh huh.
uh always used to let me like he would turn a blind eye to my parents renting horror movies because my parents would say, "What about this one?" And he'd be like, "Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah, should be fine." And I remember getting that and being like, "Holy shit, this is terrifying."
And this is why Steve's so fucked up.
Oh, completely messed up. I have a list of 183 horror movies to watch.
183.
Yep, I'm adding to it daily at this point.
Oh man, the list will never end.
Oh, it does not. It does not.
Yeah. So that's the pretty much the end of this episode. Though Misaki does her usual thing, comes up and goes, "Hey, that's a great match," and then the guy from the start comes over and goes, "Oh, hey, yeah, that was pretty good," type thing, and a budding romance is about to form.
Yep.
I think it ends there.
Yeah, this episode is not as good,
I
but it's
think,
still good.
yeah, I liked it. I like it. It was good. I like it the fact because I just realised it was Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
It was like the weird ass like, oh shit, this competition's broken and we can't end it because we must let them fight and have fun on the lair and pretend nothing is wrong.
the fair
Uh,
point.
Nothing at all is wrong. We must let them, and it's like, why? Uh, so the win. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Where you at?
Uh,
I'm definitely a 7 still. I'm just a little bit lower than I was on the previous episode. That's all.
I just think they should have went Yar more in this episode.
There was not enough hold on to your butts.
Not a whole bunch of butts and not
No.
enough pirate talk.
Yeah,
Or
needed
pirate.
more.
Hikaru should have had a pirate hat at this point. His girl, Yar,
Yar.
Yar. I don't know. I still kind of enjoyed it because it was stupid, and the romantic episode where budding feelings are starting to appear.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Yep.
fair.
Uh, eight,
8. Okay.
eight.
We're sticking to our guns, and that's cool.
Mhm.
Well, moving on then to our
Ah,
final episode for the day.
mhm.
Is Ichan the enemy? The puzzling second game.
Second, plus in the second game, second round. I
Yep.
thought.
I mean, yes, that's what it is. I don't know
Yeah,
why it's called the puzzling second game, but
does it not
who
end?
knows?
The second episode, the last episode, did it not end with like them announcing this?
Oh, maybe. I mean, who
No,
knows?
no, because No, because the episode starts off with um basically Kotaro-chan's with Hanako, who's is
Uh-huh.
basically spaced out to like the moon. Uh, she's practically sleeping.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and he's talking to her, and then Tomio comes in and goes, "Where's Misaki?" And she kind of like runs in and falls over and goes,
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like shit, you're bad at this. Like
"What's it? What's it? Why are you falling over here, Misaki?" And it's just like, "I don't like sports." And it's like, "What?
it's coming through a door is not a sport.
It's not a sport. It could be like
Yeah.
that weird um fail video that I watched like years ago. I think it was like maybe India or someplace, and it was maybe someone it was from the sticks and didn't know about automatic doors.
Oh, okay.
Like, so he's kind of standing there at the door, going, "How do I get out?" Because it hopefully was standing too far away for it to open. Uh, and then like I think people were going in and out, and I don't know. He just decided to take a run at it because like shit, I gotta go, and then he just runs through the glass door and just crashes, smashes. It's like
Amazing.
I'll need to try and find it. It's
Amazing.
I mean this was years and years ago. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so they come in and then they go announce, and they just like seem to fill in like, oh yes, and the second round will contain members from the Angel Corp. Uh,
Uh
in
yeah.
it straight away, and it's like what? And then it kind of flashes up like, oh, Misaki's going to fight this dude from Angel Corp, and they're like, okay, and cuts to the intro,
Yeah.
and then they come in and it's like, wait, what? How's that fair? Says Tommy, well, what these guys doing? And then
Does
Kotaro's,
seem a
oh,
tad unfair,
yeah.
let's be honest.
And Kotaro's like, oh, well, they do like the tester new prototypes at this, and they've been doing it for every year. So
Yeah.
it seems
Yeah.
weirdest thing ever. Uh, and I think it cuts away to Ichan and Shu again, and Ichan goes, "Yo, Shu, who would you cheer for in a fight between Misaki or me? Who would you cheer for?" I know it's a stupid
Cause
question.
cause guess what?
Oh, he hasn't actually decided to do that yet.
No, but still it's like no, not foreshadowing at all.
Yeah, no. I mean, you had the intro, the title of the episode, so.
That is true, yeah. It's
uh,
very true.
so by this time, so they're going up, they do the fight, and then Hako is like, "Yeah, I can do this, I can do this." Oh wait, no, I can't, and collapses in Misaki's arms, and they're like, "Oh shit, you're not well." It's like, "No shit, Sherlock,
Yeah.
she's not,
Congratulations.
she's not being our snip yourself." Um,
Oh,
and then like, "Oh,
how observant.
in the east corner, um, there's been an accident." Is how it was announced in
It's
the
not.
dub.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's not an accident. It's
No,
basically
it's really not.
the episode's delayed because of that.
Yeah.
So she's getting that, and then they're like, "Oh no, you can't. We've got to do it. We've got to take it to the thing, and I'll be your second." And Tommy goes, "I'll be your second." And then Ochan comes in and goes, "No, I'll do it."
Yep. And,
Yeah,
and it's oh shit. The rivalry's on.
yeah. And then Kotaro and Hako will go to the hospital, and Thomas and the thing is like, "Phew, good thing, good thing he's not here."
It's such a weird thing about going to the hospital as well, because when she's in there, she goes in. Oh, she's 5. This is it. Oh, it's fine. Just told me to rest.
Yeah, I think maybe over there it's the hospital's like a GP surgery or something maybe because it didn't
But
look
even at
very
that,
hospital.
no, it didn't. But like at 5 years old. I'm probably not going into my own appointment.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's kind of. I suppose it's her brother. I don't know. Mother is going to come pick him up.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Oh,
true.
I don't know. Um, that happened later anyway. So they're off in the taxi.
Yeah.
The fight starts. Ochi's taking like places the second, and then Ichan's like, "How dare he? I'm going to come second for this dude." And they're like,
Oh.
"All right." And then Ichan appearing as the second working for the thing and is announced as the father of Angelic Layer to Misaki, who
Yep.
has no clue either. Sends
Nope.
her
It sounds
into
like something you could look up,
yeah
but
yeah.
you know.
I mean, she's it's about got about much research as I do for things.
eh,
To be honest, so she's like, wait, what, man? What? He's that? What does that mean? What's he? Why is he so nice to me? Why did he do things? Why this? It's like you're only asking this question now. You should just been asking that like way back when he was being a weird, fucking weirdo. And
Yep.
then think about why Oji Sama appeared and was like just that one day to do the dance move with her as he walked away. He just
Yes.
suddenly appeared and was like, "Yeah, I'll show you the ropes." It's like fucking hell. Anyway, um, so they do that, and you find out that Oji-sama is Ichan's brother again,
Hmm.
um, and they have a fight. It's kind of uninteresting. It's literally just a test fight. I don't see
Yeah.
how this should be a ranked match in any form.
It's
Um,
and yet it's the second round.
yeah, it should be a demonstration match if anything.
It's wild as well because obviously, like after the match is over, we'll get to that. But like, just while it's fresh in my memory, he sort of implies it's like, "Oh yeah, I'll let you win. Cool, see ya."
Yeah.
It's like, hang on a minute, like you are, sir, you are the father of this sport, and you are making it objectively worse.
Well, you don't say, oh, when they're having that meal in the last episode, him and Shu, they were talking about actually getting prosthetics legs for her.
Oh, that's right. They're nearly ready, and
Yeah,
he's like, "I think they're almost perfect," and she's like, "I'll be the judge of that." Uh,
pretty
he's
much.
like, "You're like you, you're always too pernickety about that. You're such a perfectionist." Um,
It's her
and
legs.
she's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Well, they're my legs.
Yeah,
Fuck you."
yeah, yeah, pretty much. Anyway, so there's no more foreshadowing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm looking forward to her getting robot legs.
yeah, it's just gonna be like proper cyborg
Yeah.
legs. So back to this episode.
Yes.
They're fighting, and both who is it? It's sneaking a view from the corner. So the
Uh.
mother is like kind of hiding herself behind a pillar, watching the match.
Yes.
And I thought someone else was doing that, but I would have thought it was Oji Sama, but it's not because he's been second.
Huh.
I'm sure there was someone else there with her.
Who is that then?
Hmm. I can't remember, and it didn't really
No,
play
me
much
neither.
into it anyway, except that there was this
No.
like creepy watching going on. Anyway,
Bit of voyeurism,
yeah, proper voyeurism. Fucking weird ass show this.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
The show is bizarre.
social, yeah, socializing isn't something that goes in the show. So basically, the dude kind of like goes, "Haha, I'm going to get you," and
Yes.
he's like, "Oh," and she's kind of not in the zone to fight because she's too obsessed with like Hatoko being ill and the dude Ichan being the second and some weird corporation cultist leader.
Yes.
Once again, this just adds to my cult following. It's happening here, man. It's they're forming a religion. They all worshiping Athena as a goddess of the layer,
Yep.
and he's the father of the layer. And next thing you know, they'll be asking for all the bank details. They can fund that, but they don't need to do that because they've set up a business to fund it, and they're all going to worship the goddess Athena and
Yep.
do
Yeah.
her bidding.
Yeah.
Full on
I
cult.
mean, it
Full on
definitely
cult.
is
He
a
was
bit full on
indoctrinating
cult.
Misaki at the start by taking her to the shop to go and like buy all the stuff for her and getting her
Yeah, he
addicted to it.
was.
It's like first one's free. Here's the samples. Just bringing out like the test clothing samples.
It's a bit worrying, you know.
Oh, it's 100%. Anyway, yeah. So they do that. She loses because she's kind of not focusing. Oji-sama eventually says, "Go for the legs. Get the sweep in.
Sweep the legs.
Sweep the
Sweep the
legs."
legs.
That's fucking Karate Kid, isn't it?
Yeah. Sweep the legs.
Sweep the legs. And then so she's kind of running underneath the arms and sweeping the legs, and then how she wins is a German suplex. It's in like kind of like Middle East kind of desert area with like columns and stuff in this one,
Yes.
and she basically grabs the deuce who's just basically by under the legs because it goes underneath the legs, grabs it, puts it on her shoulder, and jumps up the columns up to the top, and gets to the very top column, and then basically does a German suplex from the top, sort of. It's just like
Yes.
maybe a backwards power bomb
Yeah.
because she just jumps off backwards head first with the prototype, and just like smashes it into the ground, breaking its back. It would
Yeah.
literally like end anyone's career of standing again doing that kind of maneuver on a live action. Uh,
Almost completely dead immediately.
yeah. And then she wins. And then, like you said at the end, she rushes up to Ishan in the corridor and he goes, "Yay! Thank you for everything," type thing. And then he goes, "That's alright," and pats her head. And Kotaro arrives back just in time to see kind of all getting set in motion.
Incredible.
And then they go back and see Hako in bed. And say, and I was wrong. I was wrong. The episode where
Yeah.
she beats Sai and the grand final on the beach isn't the beach episode apparently. It's the next episode. Dum 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 dum
Oh
dum.
shit. I'm just looking at the episode name, and yes, it sounds like it might be.
Well, Tommy was like, "All right, let's go to the beach. We need to go to the beach. Let's
Yeah.
do it." And
Yep.
this is the episode.
Oh, I didn't know that they would actually do it. That just sounds like that could be a thing that they say and then nothing happens.
It's not quite. You always got to have a beach episode, man, in these
That's
animes.
fair.
This era
So
is always a beach episode.
yeah, this one's okay.
It's okay. It's rather dry. I kind of like the finishing move. The finishing move was brutal. Loved it. But
Yes.
other than that, it was just a fucking stupid episode of Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, the last one was ridiculous, but in a good way. It's Jurassic
In a
Park
good way. Yeah.
with it on
This
a
one,
powerboat.
this one, I think this is a 6 for me. It's not as good as the previous two.
No, it's fallen down. So yeah, I would probably drop to a 7.
Yeah, it definitely feels a bit weaker for sure. So,
Yeah, it's made Ichan look thing. Oh, he did a punishment on what's his name as well.
oh, he did. He put me in like a hot room or something like that.
No, it wasn't a horror. It was just warm. So, because they were having a conversation out in the garden, him and Shu. That's where he
Uh
was on
huh.
about if I.
Moving in.
Oh no, that was the last episode.
Was that the bit? Oh, okay.
This
Sorry.
is the one where he basically says, if we were fighting, who would you cheer for? Type thing.
Yeah.
And what's the thing comes in, goes, Ichan, it's time. Shouts in his ear and it's like, go away. You've ruined the moment. It's the end of lunch. You should be in the office. So he basically punishes him by sticking him in. I don't know. See, it just like pegs him into the ground and like makes him cook in the sun.
Yeah, yeah, because he comes back in and he's got like all the tan lines and he's like,
Yeah, yeah, but like he was just out in the garden and everyone's like, Look at that man. What the fuck is he doing?" Because
oh,
yeah,
he's just been punished. That's all. You know.
yeah. And also there was a throwaway line of like, "Oh, geez, it's really hot," and she was like, "Yeah, it's summer."
Yes,
And it gets hot like that in summer.
it would. That's what the
And
summer's there for.
yeah, um, yeah. There you go. That's it. Done. We've done the
Oh,
episodes.
yep, we got there.
Yeah.
Uh, we'll be back next week to talk more about Angelic Layer in our second to last episode this season.
Oh, penultimate.
We'll be talking about episodes 21, 22, and 23. Um, but yeah, this is Who's That Anime podcast, which can be found where all good podcasts can be found. Our home is at anchor.fm/ Who's That Anime. We have, we don't really make any money on this. We just kind of like pay for anime subscriptions and like, as I sent a photo in our group chat earlier on, I pay a lot of money for books and manga. I just keep buying them. I
Yeah,
also
but
have behind me over there somewhere is I bought the Blu-ray collection of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because I've never watched it, so
oh
I'm
yeah, you don't
gonna
have
give that a
Netflix no
shot.
more.
Nope. I also have I've bought the original series, just not Brotherhood. So I'm gonna and I've heard it's really good. It's also very expensive to get the original series on Blu-ray. So
Oh, all right.
yeah. Anyway, that being said, obviously, like if you like what it is we do, then leaving a review in your podcasting software of choice would be fantastic. If you have done that already or can't do that, and still like it is like what we do, then telling a friend about what we do is also pretty cool. We have a Facebook page, that's facebook.com/ Who's That Anime, where we post up the latest episode releases and the occasional anime meme. We have Discord. The link for that is in the show notes. We also, or I say we, but Colin also painstakingly puts together the video versions of these episodes to release them on our YouTube channel. That's at youtube.com. And if you search for at Who's That Anime, you'll be able to find us there. Colin and I also occasionally like to play video games. Colin at twitch.tv/couchfuel and myself at twitch.tv/hailpayman.
Mhm.
If you'd like to see sort of an archive of any of the stuff on those channels, you can find those on YouTube too by searching for at Couchfuel and at Hail Payman.
Yeah.
I think I did it. I think I covered all the bases today.
I think you managed it this time. Yeah.
Did it.
So we got a new subscriber on our YouTube channel for some reason.
We lost one too.
Uh, yeah, but we're back on 26 now.
Oh wait, we're at 26 now?
Yeah,
Damn. I didn't notice that.
yeah.
We went up to 26 and down to 25 really quickly. So
All right. How did we go? Maybe they realized they didn't want to subscribe.
oh
They
shit,
clicked.
we lost 2 subscribers and gained 2 new subscribers.
What?
We lost one on the 4th of August, and we lost one on the 11th of August. We gained one on the 10th, and we gained one yesterday to bring us up to 26.
Yeah, there you go, man. Keep subscribing on the YouTube channel because then we can
Holy shit!
monetize.
Our watch time really went up. That's
That's it.
cool. Uh, there's more views today than normal.
Well, I noticed
Or
our
yesterday, rather.
Xmas specials at 1,000 views this month, the last 20 days.
Yeah, I love tapping on that. Let's go through the recap. It says 295 people tuned into you this last week. The searches that led to you there were Saint Young Men episode 1, and Saint Onisan.
Uh-huh.
This is what they watched: the Xmas special 22, Saint Young Men,
Yeah.
season 10, Act 6, Angelic Layer, and season 1, episode 1, Golden Boy. Oh, the game is different this week, Colin. It's not going to ask us what our most watched video was because it was so easy every week that it was that.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it?
I'm not going to broadcast this on our channel. I don't want to give our watch time
All right. Okay.
out on the channel. We'll cut this recording. Cut it. Let's end it, and we'll play the rest of the game.
All right. Okay. We'll see you next time, folks. Same army place, same army time, same army watch time. Woo.
Yep. Bye, folks. Peace out.
Bye. Bye.